Hello, everyone. I want to go ahead and go over with you concerning the annotated bibliography. Um, so I was over here at the home page and I click on major assignments. And so it is the second one down is the annotated bibliography. Due date is not this Friday, but the next Friday. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on the assignment, and here we go. For this assignment, you will find 5 to 6 sources on your chosen topic representing a range of perspectives and including various genres. Um, these are the sources that you were using for your research paper. So let me go ahead and pull that up too, so we can kind of have that side by side as well. That's due May the 1st. Okay, 5 to 6 sources, one being a primary source and two being from an academic journal. Okay, so keep that in mind. These are the sources. That's why, I mean, it parallels. And I'm having you do this. I'm having you do the annotated bibliography, not only because you will be doing it quite often whenever you're in college right now, but whenever you get into college, university, wherever it is that you're going to go on a full-time basis, you're going to be asked to do annotated bibliographies. And the purpose of that, and of course I have it down here, is to become familiar with your sources. You want to properly synthesize sources. You want to know what the author is saying. You want to know the author's message so you can accurately represent that message within your paper. That is the reason why you are doing this. So for each source, it's going to look like a works cited page. I'm going to show you an example here in just a moment. And you will compose a summary and evaluation of the source in about 75 to 100 words. It's not really that long. And I want to say too, and this question came up a couple of days ago, I had lowered the word count to 1,000 to 1,200, and I kept the sources the same. I think you need at least 4. Okay, and I didn't go back in here and change anything. If 4 is sufficient, then that's great. Okay, if not, go ahead and you can use the 5 or 6. If something happens, you have a little bit more, then ask me. I don't want your paper full of quotes and not enough of your words, but also understand that there's a lot of interesting things out there and you want to weave that into your paper, and that's okay too. You need to have a balance as far as your words and using outside quotes to support your opinion and your ideas. So anyway, just if you have 4 and you think that's sufficient, I'm okay with that. But I think you need at least 4. I don't think you need under that, because you're working with 1,000 to 1,200 words. It's going to be approximately about like 3.5 pages or so, I believe, maybe 4. So I think that at least 4 sources, but I do have 5 here. So it's whatever works the best for you. So I just wanted to let you know that I did have a question come up concerning that. So 75 to 100 words. I want to, your citations, of course, need to be in MLA format. It needs to be alphabetized, a brief summary or description. I want you to talk about it, give some evaluative comments. It should be authoritative? Is it up to date? What are its strengths? What are its weaknesses? And how are you going to use the source in your research paper? So I really like this one website, and I sent it to you on Remind. It goes over really what is an annotated bibliography. So a bibliography, it breaks it down here. Bibliography, it's a works cited page. It's a list of all your sources. What's an annotation? An annotation is a description, and it says sometimes, well, with me, definitely an evaluative comment as well. And here it's okay. It says annotation is active or process of adding commentary or notes. So you're going to be adding some notes underneath each source. And let's see here. So whenever you're looking at your article, if it's an article that you have, if you're not using a book, you're using an article, you're going to have most likely you're going to have an abstract, and the abstract is a summary, oftentimes written by the author, and it doesn't have any evaluative comments. Okay, so an abstract is just a summary. Don't rely just on the abstract. Okay, abstract leaves out a whole lot. You need to know your source. You need to read your source. This is where the reading comes in at. So that is the difference. You're not writing an abstract. You're writing an annotation. You're providing, yes, you are providing a summary, but you're also providing some of your thoughts about your source and how you're going to use that source. So that's what an annotated bibliography is. Here it says how long are annotations? Well, it depends. Here it says 150 words. Well, with this particular one here, you only need about 75 to 100. If it goes over, then that's fine. But at least 75 to 100 words. You've already got this here. You already selected your topic. You're reading your sources. Now you just need to compile all your sources onto a works cited page, and then from there you create your annotated bibliography, which will be a separate assignment altogether. And this is what it's going to look like. This is a very brief summary and some thoughts and ideas about each one. So this is really, really short, but this is what it will look like. It will be titled Annotated Bibliography. You'll go ahead and have your name. It's going to be an MLA format. So you'll have your name, my name, English 1302, whatever section number you're in, and the date. That is your annotated bibliography. It's really not a difficult assignment, but I would say that you're doing, in this case, it's mostly reading. You're knowing your source and knowing it well enough that you can actually cite it properly anyway within your paper. Thank you.